for another day. But of course, yes, just waiting for these boys to put their setups on, load in, and we'll get this session underway, of course. And there we go. Of course, yes, Kaya, we do not put the Discord in the Twitch chat. We don't have that option available. It is invite only. If you want, just message me if you want to come in, and yeah, we'll take it from there, mate. Of course, don't need the tyres on. We all know what the weather's doing. Of course, it is intermediate weather. And wonder what the boys are doing, of course. Yes, just loading those setups and making sure they're all right to go. And we'll get this one underway, as I said before. But yeah, I'm not too sure what is happening in the race. Of course, if there are any lads in the pit lane that are in the Twitch chat, just give us a heads up on what is happening for the race conditions, of course. But we do have some action. There is at the very far end of the pit lane. And of course, that is a KTM. And not too sure who that is. We'll have a look in a sec. It is the Masso himself. The man who was having the issues, of course, lost everything on his PlayStation. Had to do a bit of a hard reset, and he's back on board, of course. And there he is. That is the KTM livery. And, well, does not look too shabby at all. Under lights looks very good. I love that matte finish on it. And, well, I wasn't very impressed with when it first was created. But I'll tell you what, it is absolutely growing on me. And while Masso gets himself sorted, we'll have a quick look at Verk. And, yes, that is SouthernXRacing. And, well, no, it shouldn't be anyone's guess there, Dirty. We run it on the accurate system, so whatever it says it should be. But yes, that is the V-Energy race. And Johnny M4, well, there he is there. He's a KTM boy. He heard what I said. But I did say it was growing on me, Johnny. I'm actually loving it. And, well, that is the V-Energy Motorsport. That is the livery. That is Verk. And he's out there at the moment, of course. The defending champ, Millie, there he is there. Yes, he certainly is. That is Taco Bell Racing, and that is the livery. That's what it looks like, and that's what they're all fighting for, of course. And, well, there you go. Howsey's doing some brownie points in the background, saying he loved it from the start. Oh, come on, Housey, you know better than that. That is Maserati Racing, of course, and Maserati Motorsport, excuse me. And that is Banana Cake, Old Footy Bender, and that is the livery, of course. This one under lights looks absolutely amazing, folks. And the boys have done an absolutely phenomenal job with all these liveries, of course. And we'll get to Tom, and this is TGR, Toyota Gazoo Racing, and that is the livery. This one's not too shabby either. They all look absolutely fantastic, and the boys have done a really, really good job. Of course, round 6, they are all wearing their badges with pride, of course, and, well, where is Macedonian? Back in the pit lane, so it will be Verk, and we're going to stay with him, of course. He's the first one to blink out there, of course. It was Masso, but thank you very much, Johnny. It's going to be dry for the start of the race, but it looks wet almost immediately. Holy moly. Well, I'll tell you what, if this track wasn't difficult, folks, just add a little bit of water, as we do say, and well, better these boys than me, of course. This one is a magnificent track. Some boys like it, others do not, of course. It is very, well, less overtaking opportunities around here, of course, on the game. Very much on into turn 1 really is probably your best bet to get the job done. Otherwise, into turn 4, I do believe it is. Yes, that banked left-hander, of course, onto that, well, you call it a back straight-ish, I would dare say, just before the end of Sector 2 there. So here comes Verk, of course, and, well, he has spent some energy, so this one will be relevant. We'll just see how good he is going along, of course. It is a 1 minute 18.3. There is a reserve behind him, and it is Mash. And Mash is getting himself underway. Milligains, there he is there, of course. And he will be next. Banana Cake Pie with a 17.8. And Millie with a 17.7. There you go. So the times are starting to tumble. Who else is out there? There is Tom. And he's about to cross the line now. This guy has got some pace. Absolutely he does. A 118.0. P3 for now. And well, these boys just getting their eye, and we've got Matty, of course, the debutant, and he's out there on track. Yes, he certainly is. This is race 1 for him, of course, and we do welcome him. And every new lad gets a lap, and we're going to stay with him here, of course. This is the new kid on the block. Matty Ross Watson has been around before. He's known around the traps, of course, and well, he didn't have a full-time gig this season anywhere, to be honest with you, and reached out to him, got him on board, and here he is, of course. He's absolutely pumped to be here, and he loves the KTM livery, Johnny. Absolutely loves it, and looking forward to seeing what he can do, of course. KTM, bit of a slow start to the season, of course, sitting last on the constructors title, but they are very, very much catching up, of course. Last time out, they had a great result, of course, and well, the first time on the podium, thanks to I'm a Noob, and well, there he is there, P3 at the moment. 117.858 is what he had done. Sticking with Matty, giving him the lap that he deserves, of course. The welcome on board lap, and there he is there, of course. Let's just see how he's travelling at the end of the second sector. He crosses that line right about there, and it's a 55.670. So, well, not too bad, but yeah, he can do a lot better than that. He's on a wheel, I do believe, and he's having a good old crack out there. Well, there's an echo there, I think. How's he? Hello? Whatever happened just there, there was a mad echo, and I think that might have been Housey in the background. Not too sure. That threw me for 6. I do apologise, folks. And can't hear you in the Discord comms box. Oh, there you go, and that'll probably be why, and that'll probably be it. And I bet you can hear me now there, Housey.
That's better.
Oh, there you go. So have you got the stream on in the background there, mate?
Yeah, sorry, I just turned it off. I was just trying to get comms. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, finally. Good to have you with us. See, the track is nice and damp, so some conditions for us today. Spice things up a bit.
Well, absolutely there, and you damn well know for sure who will be loving conditions like this here, Housey. Of course, well, he was trying to sway me. It's always on dynamic, folks, and I speak of none other than the Blue Dog. He will be pumped to see precipitation here at the Netherlands, of course, here, Housey.
Indeed he will, indeed he will. So, obviously just adds something to it, doesn't it? It adds another element.
Well, it does. A little bit of spice, mate. A little bit of spice.
Yeah, a little bit of spice on a Monday. Why not?
Absolutely. So here comes Johnny M4, of course. Pot 4, Johnny M4, and here he is coming around that last bank corner. Magnificent corner, this one. Never existed back in the day there, Housey, of course. That is a new part of the track. And there he goes, Johnny M4 with a 1:18.5. Puts in P5 for now there, Housey. And here comes, I think it's it's Dino. Dino with a 17.8, and Macedonian will be next. There he is there, about to cross the line now here, mate, with an 18.6.
Yeah, it's not bad. Early times then, still waiting for laps from the debutante, Matty, and our old pal Dirty Orange back this week.
He certainly is.
Back finally.
Yes, of course. Having 2 kids now is the Dirty Orange. Lots of mandarins happening in the Orange house. And, well, we do wish him and his missus all the very best, of course. Hope they're on the road to recovery. The missus anyway. And hope Bubs is doing well there, Dirty. But here comes Blue Dog, of course. A 19.1 P16. Well, he won't be happy with that at all, will the Blue Dog, as we'll flick back up towards the pointy end. And there he is, Scotty, the Energizer man. Here he is, of course. Wonder if he's going to set a lap. Well, he's got very, very little battery there, Housey.
Yeah, I'm suspending it on this lap then.
Absolutely.
Big time, as you say. Gonna have to be this lap or no lap.
There you go, not P9 with a 1:18.1. His teammate is behind, and that is Tom, and whack! Well, there it is there. I'll tell you what, Mashy's got some pace. He did show it last time he was out reserving for us there, Housey. But I'll tell you what, mate, he's, well, looking to make amends. Didn't have the ultimate result that he wanted. But I'll tell you what, mate, he's on top of that timing tree right now. Here comes the Bender, of course, the admin of the league, and with a 1:18.1, and he puts himself up in a P9 for now. There's still plenty of time left in this session, 9 minutes to be exact, and we'll see how these boys get on. Thank you, mate.
Milligains is on one here, purple to second sector, so it should be an improvement for Milligains, currently sitting 4th. We'll get him over the line out.
Absolutely, absolutely there, Housey, with a 17.1.
Jules, yep.
Thank you, mate. Where is he? Is there?
Slightly, yeah, he's just crossing the line. Got Dirty Orange then opening his account here, just about to take the line. I'll get him across the line. 1:19.4, puts himself P18 then. So we're just waiting for the debutant, and here he is, exiting the final corner. I'm over the line, I know you're watching Dirty Orange on track. Here comes the debutant then. What's the opening lap for him like? It's 1:19.5.
Of course.
Just getting his eye.
Well, of course there, Housey, and as you know, in conditions like this, the more you go around, the better you get, the more confidence you get in the car, of course. You just put the more fuel in when you first leave the box and, well, just get that continuity. Find where that grip is, of course. And I think it's Dino who is next, I do believe. Or is that a Maserati in front of him? Not too sure.
It's Footy Bender in front of him, but no, he's down, he's coming in.
Yeah, so is Dino. Dino's coming in, of course. And I think we've probably seen...
Vert's going to take the line.
Is he?
Yeah, Vert's going to take the line here. Yeah, Vert's going to take the line.
Well, there you go. Banana Cake Pie retiring from the session in... Well, he's on track. There he is there. Banana Cake Pie's made a massive mistake. And just trying to figure out whereabouts he is. There he is there, just after turn 4. Very easy to do. And, yeah, exactly right there, Housey. Probably lit up the rear end. And we're about to see him any second now. There he is there to the left. Absolutely, and that's what happened. Oh, unfortunate for BCP, but I'm sure he'll be back in later on in the race.
Indeed, man of many talents is BCP. He's got the pace. Here comes Masher. I don't know who's coming in. Time is down on my screen, but my timings are being all screwed up.
Oh, there he is there. Banana Cake Pie in the chat. And outside curb done him there, Housey. The outside curb done him. And around he went. Off goes the right front, and he will be back in the race. At the moment, sitting P5. So not too bad at all, but there is still a lot of time to go under the belt here, Housey. Probably 7 minutes or so. And we'll see what the rest have got.
Yellow.
Yeah, got yellow time.
Yellow to go.
Yellow time, of course.
That's because Burke is off the track.
Yeah, he's just getting out of the way, I do believe.
Yeah, he is. So Masher Jr. then, just while we were talking a second ago, popped himself up to P2 with a good lap, a 1:17.4. Although it was a 2:30 something on my screen, so you'd have to bear with me.
That was doing it.
Give you the head
That was doing it to me last week, mate. It was doing it to me like 6-minute laps. I'm like, hang on a minute, that doesn't seem.
Yeah, it's just hard work, isn't it? Milligains is on another one here.
Thank you, mate.
I think he's touch and go, so he might well pull it in, but he's the first.
Yeah, he's going in. He's going in.
He was just up, to be fair, so that tells me he's got a little bit more pace in the bag. Dools where you were.
Yeah, Dools will go again. That was a bit slow from Dools. I dare say a bit of a reset and he'll have another crack at it. 6 minutes remaining here, Housey. The time is ticking down, of course. Macedonian out there, very, very wide on exit of turn 9 into turn 10. It's almost a double corner, and there you go. Here he comes now. It says 2 minutes and 50 on my time there, Housey. Not too sure what he's done. A 1 minute 18.6. P14 at the moment, of course. He had a bit of a panic attack early doors there, Housey. His PlayStation wiped absolutely everything, so he was scrambling in the background, trying to get himself all sorted for the race, of course, and that was the reason why. We were just a touch late there, mate.
Yeah, good. Just picking up, I think a lot of guys on out laps here. Dools is on a lap. He's a couple of tenths up. I think he's the furthest car along, actually on a lap, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Just to exit in turn 10, so we've got the third sector with him on board here. Down into the tricky turn 11-12 complex here. Curbs can play on the right nightmare, especially in these conditions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of unsettled on the exit here as well.
Oh no! I'm a noob. 5-place grid penalty. Holy moly! Whoa! There you go. Doolsy's around. Oh, he's lucky to keep those wheels. Let's have a look at I'm a noob. What happened there? He's got no front wing there, Housey. So something has happened to the lad. And yeah, not too sure what went on there. Doolsy will have to go again. Macedonian out there on track as well. He has invalidated. He's got no front wing either. Neither has Johnny M4. What is happening out there? But T-Mac certainly does. He will be next. And well, T-Mac doing great things this season here, Housey.
Yeah, very impressive. I did catch another stream the other day, actually, at another league. And he was doing a fantastic job in there as well. Masher Jr. then improves his time. Stays P2, but improves his time, closes that gap to Millie. Not much in that now between the top two. Bopton's exit in the final corner. Bopton Balboa.
Bopton. Of course, yeah, that was a bit of a cool down lap, Housey. A 17.7 from Bopton. Tell you what, this lad's on the improve. He's on the improve, isn't he?
Yep. Well, obviously, just continuing where he left off from last season.
Absolutely.
This game title absolutely working for him. Blue Dog improves then up into 16th, down to the 17th row now. Was an improvement from Blue Dog then on that lap. We've got
2-5 in the chat saying, any word if the race is dry? Question mark. Well, it says it's going to start off dry, but almost instantly there, Mr. 2-5, it is going to be wet. So it's going to be a very, very tricky race, of course, mate.
Yeah, it certainly will. All about patience, I think.
Yeah.
The Orange improves his time then, up to 17. One of the V's about to cross the line.
Yeah, it's Verk. Here he comes. It says 2:10, but it's a 1:33. He'll go again. Absolutely, he'll go again. And how much time is left on that bloody clock? Just wait for that to flick over there. How's he get out of that yellow screen, of course, that yellow flag. And we'll let you all know, of course. Can't be too much time. Can't be too much time left.
No, probably got about 3 minutes.
Yep, spot on.
2 minutes 46. So, Bopton then, here we go. Mr. Bopton Balboa, then this is his lap. Adrian!
P3 from the Bop. Well, he's on. He's absolutely on. Blue Dog is now. Oh, Blue Dog with a twitch. Blue Dog's. Oh, he's. Oh, Jesus. Oh, holy moly, Blue Dog. I tell you what, he's a gun at saving the car. But he's going.
B2.
B2.
No, B1, sorry, B1.
Thank you, sir.
1:18.2. So, Brad Tay doing the best job so far, keeping his B1 status. Ooh, who was that on a purple lap? Millie's on a fast lap here.
Well, there you go. Millie goes quickest again with a 1 minute. He's absolutely smashed it. 1 minute 16.7, if you don't mind. And, well, this lad, I'll tell you what, brilliant from the Millie. Absolutely brilliant. Love how he goes about it there, Housey.
Yeah. Been fantastic, to be fair. Again,
oh, mate.
One that's been doing good on this game title.
Absolutely.
Noob's about to take the line. I'm not sure if he's up on
he did 17.8 into P8, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty for something that we have missed, and not too sure what happened there, of course, but he will cop that 5-place grid penalty. So at the moment, he's sitting P13. Ouch.
Yeah. It's Johnny on 4, but again, I can't tell whether he's actually on a proper lap or
yeah,
not.
I'm struggling. I'm with Brad Tay, and he's definitely up at the end of the second sector.
Your guys around.
So we're going to stick with Brad Tay. B1, as he's well known, and there you go. Hey, 2-5. There is Coyote reaching out to 2-5.
Tom's on a lap as well, I believe. A couple of the...
Hey, Brad Tay, there he goes. P6 from him with a 17.6, and here comes Tom. I tell you what, Tommy, a 16.763. I tell you what, Housey, 600ths off Millie's gain. Millie gains his time, and that's not too shabby at all. Here comes the bender, and it says a 1 minute 22. Wow, he's got to have to go again if he wants another lap there, Housey. And he can. He's got the time. If he's got the fuel, he can do it again.
Macedonian improves then, only one spot. Couple of tenths, moves himself up to 13th. Got his teammate in Noobs, it's on quite a quick one here, it's only 9th. He's got a couple of tenths in the bag, might jump up. Yes, he does.
There you go, P5.
Then a 17.4. Good lap from Noob. Teammate of Johnny M4, round in the last corner now.
Well, it says he's up there, House. He says he's up by 7 tenths. Let's just see how he goes, of course. Needs to keep the momentum through this Banks corner. It's very tricky to do in wet conditions, but here he comes, the KTM Group 4 driver. 1 minute, I'll tell you what, 1 minute 17.7. Johnny just found his mojo, or what, Housey?
Bopton was up there. He's just crossed the line, but he was up a couple of tenths, lost it all in that final last corner.
Oh, Scotty, very twitchy on the exit of turn 14. And there you go, across the line with a 1 minute 17.6. That's a lot better from Scotty. There is a car behind him. Who is that there? Might be Milligains. Is he going again? In the pit lane he goes.
Dulles, I think Dulles is about to take the line here.
That's better from the Dulles.
P6, 17.4. Nice lap. Daniel's calling it. Masher was up as well, and he's just
put it in the pit lane. There you go. So Dirty Orange will be. Oh, he's just brushed the wall as the Dirty. Oh, no harm, no foul, but he crosses the line with a 18.6. P17 from that lad. And who else is out there? That's it, Housey. I do believe that's it. Might be Tom.
Yeah, he's not on a good one, I don't think.
There you go. That is qualifying done and dusted, my friend. And tell you what, I reckon Millie's taken pole here, mate. I reckon Millie has taken pole. And if he certainly has, Millie, if you're listening, he certainly has, Housey. I'm going to do the pole position for the Millie, of course. Just give me 1 second, folks. Let me turn all my volumes up. And here we go.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
There you go, Millie. That's for you, mate. And taking a pole position, of course. I do believe that's his first pole of the season there, Housey. Of course, Tommy taking the majority of them this season. But there you go. Matty Ross Watson rounding out the grid, of course, in tricky conditions. Very tough to make your debut at the Netherlands while it is raining there, Housey. But yeah, he's here. And of course, P19 for that lad. 2-5, if you're available. Oh, it's a bit late now. I can't get you in. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. But I did put the message out there, and there was a seat available if you wanted it. But there you go. Bit late now. The race is about to start, unfortunately.
Right then, here we go, dry. We are dry at the moment.
Well, those skies look like it's not going to rain, does it? It looks like it doesn't look like it's going to rain. Absolutely, mate. Put the shorts on, Housey. And there you go.
Ooh, no. It's a bit dangerous, that is. You're remembering where I live. I don't own any shorts. Really.
Go show off those pins, mate.
Currently -2 outside.
Well, yes, your winter, of course, yes.
It's great. It's a real advocate for anyone wanting to visit the UK.
We know how much you love it, Housey. We know how much you love it. I tell you what, mate, get your ass on that plane and come down here, buddy. Of course, you'll love the weather down here, and I think the family will too, bud.
Oh yes, certainly will. Just a few commitments.
Yes,
life to deal with. But as soon as the opportunity arises, don't worry.
He's out of there.
He's
He's out of there.
Put the backdated connections to the great land on my on my application.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Of course,
bowling with these guys for years.
2-5 in the chat saying he liked watching. I watched the Red Bull livery. He said it's not as good as the Ferrari one because he absolutely adores Ferrari. But there you go. Oh, Millie with a bit of a spin off the line. That's unfortunate. And there you go. So we'll get off him. Tom, put the tyres on there, Housey, for absolutely everybody. There you go. So we've got some hard runners. Brad Tay and Johnny M4 will be reset. Mash Jr. out there on the hards. I'll tell you what, thinking long-term game here is Mash. And Bopton out there as well on the medium, of course. You can all see that for yourselves there, folks. And, of course, there's only one taking the plunge of the soft. And that is Banana Cake Pie, of course. And, well, there you go. Your guy, JC, out there on the hard compound. Ooh, maybe, just maybe, Fury, of course, missing this Grand Prix, but I do know he was in the background letting these boys know about setups and all sorts of stuff, of course, earlier on in the week. Scotty out there on the medium, and Johnny M4 reset to the grid, of course, as we said before, but I'm a noob with that 5-place grid penalty. Finds himself in P10 there, Housey, on the hard compound. And of course, as I said before, Banana Cake Pie out there on that soft compound. There he is there, and in Team Maserati Motorsport, of course. And that is the strats, medium hard or the two-stopper with the soft medium. You just would not go a two-stopper, of course. And, well, depending on safety cars and all that sort of stuff, but you wouldn't if there was all green. And there is Dino warming up those mediums, getting himself nice and prepped for the start of this Grand Prix. In P12 is Dino, old footy bender, P13. There he is there, of course. And Macedonian just behind him. Watch for him off the start, folks. He is not one to give up. He's one to make up many a places. Of course, the pinch point into turn one is a bit of a doozy, as we all do know and love. Verk out there on the hard compound, Housey. And P15 from that lad, T-Mac. There he is there, of course, doing great things this season. Watch for him to come through, of course, in on the medium. Dirty Orange as well. There he is there, of course. P17, the Blue Dog. Well, very uncharacteristic from him. Down there in P18 in conditions like that, I would have expected him to be further up. And, of course, Matty Ross Watson. There he is there, P19. As we get ourselves ready here, Housey.
Yep. Round 6 then. About to be underway.
Absolutely there, mate. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are go here at the Netherlands. I'll tell you what, that status is a pain in the butt, but what a launch from Millie. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, there's some wing, or is that a breaker board? Not too sure. But Housey, so far so good. They're 4 wide into turn 1. 4 wide into turn 1. Everyone's got through unscathed by the look of it, Housey. Very, very good by these boys.
Yeah, KTM's getting a little bit caught up at the back, I think. Double check on stuff in a minute, but it looks fairly clean. From what I saw, good start.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Housey. And Blue Dog up 1 spot. Matty Ross Watson up 4 spots. Banana Cake Pie's out. No. What's happened? What has happened? Oh, there you go. The same. Let's just catch up to him with, of course, Johnny M4. As Johnny M4. Whoa, what was that? We have no idea. And there you absolutely no idea what happened to Banana Cake Pie. And there you go. In the wall, out of this race. We have full course yellow, Housey. Full course yellow.
Yep.
VSC at the moment. It's called VSC.
Yeah. Doubters boys need to watch here under this full course yellow. So let's have a quick look. Just having a quick look. Johnny M4, obviously biggest loser there, down 9 places on that opening lap. He did have a little bit of spin. I think out turn probably around 4, 5, 3 actually. No, yeah, that's banana. Managed to catch up a bit there.
I'll tell you what though, yeah, that's right. I'm not too sure what is going on, man. I tell you what, we're still under VSC conditions, and I don't know why. That should have disappeared by now. We'll just wait a little bit longer. Not too sure what happened.
Massimo and Dino, sorry to continue where I was going.
There we go, we're green, we're green.
Here we go then, we're away. Massimo and Dino just up 5 places then. Let's start to race to.
Absolutely, they're Housey and spot on. I'll put them up for everybody, of course. And there you go, Matty Ross Watson up 4 spots. Here comes Macedonian. As I did say, watch for him to come through. He's taken a punt, having a look there, but there you go. Brad Tay's got it all wrong. Well, he's hanging on the inside. And, well, there you go. Live to fight another day, boys. Masso not giving it an inch. And neither is Brad Tay. B1 with his elbows well and truly out, Housey.
Expect from him. Pass, clean driver. So, look to make progress. Good start though.
There you go, Banana Cake Pie in the chat saying he got murdered. Not too sure there, mate. We missed it on stream. If there's anything untoward, of course, there is the stewards there for a reason, of course, mate. And put your footage in if you think there is something foul play there, buddy. But we'll take care of that one, of course. But unfortunate from you there, mate. It looked like a mega start from your good self. And, well, there you go. Who is B2? B2 is the Blue Dog. And the Blue Dog in P15. Bopton setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far, yes, with a 1:15. Here we go, boys. And there you go. T-Mac just snatches it right off him. And I dare say these are going to tumble as we progress.
So we've got 2 tacos, 2 KTMs at the back of the field there. Blue Dog, T-Mac, Matty, the debutant, and Johnny M4. We're having a bit of a roughish start, I guess. But plenty of time in this race. Anything can happen, usually does.
Absolutely there, Housey. And have a look at the 2 leaders, nose to stern, 3 tenths between them. Excuse me, and of course, I speak of none other than Tommy and the Millie. There they go there, of course. These boys have been battling all season, I should say. And Mash, I tell you what, on the hard compound, he's keeping up too, Housey. I tell you what, if he can do this and keep up with these boys, it sets himself up very, very nicely for the end of this race, mate.
Yep. Indeed, good position to be in. New back there in 9th on the hard as well. And good start to the race again in there amongst those medium runners. Next hard runner after Nash, so
absolutely
good for Noob as well.
And he's starting to reel in Brad Tay, the B1. And I wonder if, well, the B1 would know this. There you go, DRS and DRS assisted. And here he comes, of course. Excuse me, I'm a noob. Since he has been in, he has impressed big time, Housey. He's done great things for a lad that's only been in for 2 Grand Prix. And, yeah, doing very, very good things here. Very impressed with how he's gone about it. And he's lining up B1 as, whoa, very, very skirmish on exit of turn 4. He's lining up B1 as we speak here, mate. And there is nowhere to pass. It is very much a game of patience, excuse me. And there you go. Banana Cake Pie in the chat. Yeah, I got sideswiped out turn 5 right into the wall by one of the green cars. Well, that one of the green cars will be a V. So check your footage there, my friend. Oh, Dirty Orange is out. What happened there?
Oh, he smashed the wall hard on the exit of 7.
Very easy to do, and that I would dare say that's a safety car. It certainly is a safety car, Housey. It certainly is a safety car, and there you go. Absolutely, well, Dirty Orange out of the session, and very easy to do. It's such a tricky track. You really need to get your entry right into that point there, Housey, and well, I mean that's just a given. I mean that's almost with every track, but this one here, you tend to drift right out to the left, and if you're not careful, before you know it, you're in that the kitty litter is what they call it, and the 2 leaders are boxing. The 2 leaders are boxing. Here we go, Housey, and wonder what they're going to put the hard compound on, of course. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So Mash will take the lead, of course, on that hard compound, and Bopton P2. Here's the big reshuffle, and where will they come out? Look at that. Four lads had pitted, excuse me, and let's just see where they come out. Of course, Milligan's in the lead. Well, was in the lead before this pit stop. He's coming out of the pit lane in P13. Wowee, Housey. That is a massive hit. As we do welcome Junior to the chat, and there he is there. How are you, mate? Good to see you in chat, of course. And Dirty Orange. Oh, controller, mate. Controller doesn't count. We'll see you next week on your wheel, mate. When you get that, well, you get your gaming room up and running. The man cave is nearly complete, Housey, and he is pumped. He's pumped to jump back on the wheel, but he had to do this one via controller, and I did let him know during the week. It doesn't matter anyway, mate. Controller doesn't count. We might just wipe this one from the record for you.
I tell you, just watched it before. Dirty Orange binned it. Who had some pace further back and make some moves? It was his teammate. I tell you what, he was going great guns. Just took his teammate the lap before and blew them. Had some pace, didn't hit here, so T-Mac now up into 10th. Might be worth a little bit of a watch after the restart. Definitely had some pace to him.
Absolutely there, mate. Absolutely. We said a few to watch for at the start line. T-Mac was one of them. Old footy bender, Macedonian was another one, but Macedonian did box at the end of that. Did he put on a front wing there, Housey? Can you check that for us, please, mate? Not too sure if he made a bit of a blue, but
yeah, he did make an error next to him falling down the order. It looked like his wing was all there, but whether there was any minor damage, we'll double check. Give me a second.
Second comms is way too quiet. Thank you very much. Oh, what happened there? I accidentally clicked the button. Oh, silly me. Keep talking, Housey.
Okay,
That's
I will keep talking.
Hang on a second. You're right,
it's all
mate.
good.
You're all right, no problem. We'll sort this out.
There we go. Junior in the chat. It's because Gav shouts. Makes it quiet.
Thank you very much.
He is the pumper-upper.
Well,
very much the monotone. The feel here.
I mean, it's almost difficult to pair us up because we do it. We do it before we go to air, and of course, I get excited when the lights go out. My voice goes up about 100 octaves, and I can't do that when we're not on air. It's very difficult. But anyway, we're back. We're pretty much even now, and there you go. Next one was no, Housey, no.
Hey, we want to play funny buggers. There's the answer.
Absolutely, of course, and I reckon we're about to go green here, mate. Of course, the field has bunched right back up, and well, there you go. Of course, wait for these safety car lights to go out, of course. And we'll just see when that is. It should be any moment now, of course. And they're still on. They certainly are still on. They have just gone out now. So we will sit with the Bop-Toonie. The Bopton, of course. Yes, well, I'll tell you what, doing great guns on this game title. Struggled last game on 2021. So did a few. And, well, I'll tell you what, this one has just agreed with them. And they have ridden it all the way to the bank, Housey. Doing great guns absolutely everywhere. I don't know, I'm seeing positions change. Yeah, not too sure what's happening there.
I'm just keeping an eye on it. I mean, now we're going to get in a situation of give back positions and stuff like that.
Wow.
Get a bit awkward.
Well, there you go. Safety car has just gone in. And there you go. Mash is gone. Mash is absolutely gone. And he sent it, of course. Bopton was not caught napping. He was well aware of what was going on. And I tell you what, for a safety car restart, not too sure what happened there, Housey. But the field is all spread out. There's a huge gap.
Yeah. Huge gaps. That was, I think, though, that was all because of that position change going on further down that we saw in the timing tree, somewhere around Matty.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go.
So I'll tell you what, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just going to say, look at 4th place and say this is very, very good. Just needs to
keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. We're all in his corner. Keep it to yourself there, mate. Of course. And I'm a noob. He's been shaping up B1 for quite some time now here, mate. And I think he's going to get the job done. Well, there you go. What happened there?
Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute. What?
Did you see that too?
Yeah, that was all. I don't know what happened. How good is it? How bloody good is it? What are the team names? Oh, there you go. That is KTM. And well, the orange one is KTM, of course. Brad Tay, there he is there. Old Footy Bender is out. What's going on? Is he still circulating?
He's still in the session. Yeah, his car's there. He's just obviously dropped out. AI will be taken over. He should have more invites.
Yeah, he does. He certainly does. He certainly does.
Should be able to get back in. He's got a great lap at the moment, though. It's a great time to be.
Well, he'd want to get himself. He'd want to get himself sorted. Well, okay, here we go. That is Maserati Motorsport there, Junior. That is what it looks like. Banana Cake Pie is a driver for them. That is Toyota Gazoo Racing, of course. That is Scotty and Dino in that livery. KTM, as we did say before, that is V Energy Motorsport. And that is, there it is there, Blue Dog, the lead Taco Bell, believe it or not, in P10. And that is Taco Bell Racing, of course, and the reserve livery, there it is there, folks. That is what it looks like. That is the reserve donning our colours. And away we go, Housey.
Yeah, I'm just keeping half an eye on Milligains at the time where they are just coming up to the back of Team Mac Blue Dog. But Milligains has quite crucially got 2 of his teammates in front of him here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The team, and Blue Dog's very smart, I know that much. Not 100% of the Team Mac, but I'm sure they'll let him go here. The Taco boys.
As Bender has joined, and I think he's joined just in the nick of time there.
He's lost it. Oh no, he didn't lose a place. It's really getting confused. He's surrounded by V's there. Masher's fastest lap then. 1:14.2. Just keeping an eye on this Milligains business because Milligains, the Taco boys, just on the straight now. Now is the perfect time for them to let their teammate go. They both do.
There you go. They both do. They both let him through, and that is team orders. And that's what we love to see. It's all about the team here, Housey, and letting their Group 1 driver get through and have a crack at Verk. Of course, he's going to scamper off in the distance, and of course, his teammates are doing a solid for him as well, of course, because they're not going to let Tom go through nice and easy, and they're trying to defend with all their might, but Tom's just got that drive coming out of turn 4. And there you go. Easy pickings for him. Millie got a slight little gap on him, but not quite what he was after, Housey.
No, not quite. I was keeping an eye on that just to see what job they could do. Blue Dog, I think, made a bit of a mistake into turn 1. Couldn't put up a challenge. T-Mac, obviously, as you said, just couldn't get the same drive as Tom.
Absolutely there, mate. As we'll flick down to the bottom because it looks to get a bit spicy down here. Macedonian starting to make grounds here on Matty Ross Watson. And we've got Doolsey here as well, of course. Yeah. Speaker, no noises, please.
Your guy. Footy Bender having an issue there.
Oh, guy. Okay, yep.
That was at least turn 11. Your guy hitting the back of Footy Bender. Footy Bender dropped all the way back down to 17th now.
Footy Bender?
So, yep. He's in 17th on my score.
He's in P8 for me.
Well, okay, he's in P17, just crossing the start finish line for me.
Well, there you go, Housey. Doolsey's down in P15. P17 is Macedonian. P16, Matty Ross Watson. P15 is Dools. All over the back of Johnny here. Johnny M4 under the pump, but he's trying to make a move on Blue Dog. And Blue Dog is under attack here. Johnny's going to go for it. Is he going to go for it? Oh, risque, to say. Yeah, it certainly is. And that's cost him big time. Absolutely, Housey. Doolsey got by, and Doolsey up in a 14th.
Just trying to decipher what I should do here, because it's going to screw me up. I think the rest of the order's right for me. It's just old Footy Bender's.
And Bender.
Now it's sorted itself out. It's okay.
Bender has left the session again, so do you want to send him another invite, please, Housey?
Yes, I can do.
Thank you, mate.
Very nice.
Well, that was just a bit of a hectic moment from
Wow.
Johnny M4. Johnny M4 all loosey-goosey going into 13. I tell you what, here he comes. Dulzy is all over Blue Dog. Is he going to make a pit stop? Who was that just dived in the pits? It was Johnny M4, of course, and here he goes, Dulz on the inside of Blue Dogs. Easy pickings for him, and T-Mac is next. We did say T-Mac doing great things here, and he certainly is, as Millie Gaines gets by your guy, JC, making his car extra wide because he's got Tom behind him. And have a look at this, folks. A three-way battle, of course. Millie Gaines and Tom well out of sync, deciding to box very early for that centre hard compound, boxing on lap 4 safety car. So, well, very interesting to say the least which way they're going about it there, Housey. But this is where the battle is. This is the closest gap on track. Tommy getting very impatient, having a look on the inside. There's just nowhere to pass. Absolutely nowhere to pass. And there you go. Absolutely nowhere to pass. And Tom's finding that out. Excuse me, your guy JC with a bit of DRS to help him out. And there you go. Tom should get this under braking. He certainly has into turn 9. And job done. He can still stick with Millie Gaines here, Housey. And crucially, he's still within that second.
Yep. Game on!
Game on, absolutely.
Back down, Dulz and T-Mac. Dulz might make a move here on T-Mac. Down the start finish straight, got a very good exit. Using some battery power, it's got the inside, so yeah, it should be easy pickings. Dulz then up to P12. Puts those taco boys back together again. T-Mac, Blue Dog, P13, P14.
Certainly is. And tell you what, who's
Brad
Tay and Verk doing an absolute stunning job, of course. They are running in 6th and 7th for V Energy Motorsport. And I'll tell you what, Fury would absolutely be loving that they're up there, of course. What's happened to Bopton? Bopton's around. No. Bopton is around. And he's dropped from, where was he there, Housey? P4. Now he's down to P8 and falling, mate, falling.
Got a pack of cars coming at him at speed. Unfortunate. Back down to P11 for Bopton, and I don't think there's any... Oh, yeah, there is. He's missing an end plate. Left side end plate, so Bopton's going to need to pit here. Get rid of those mediums. An opportunity to put hards on there, but yeah, not what Bopton would want. Bopton Balboa.
Absolutely not. As we'll flick down to Tom, because he's right up Millie Gaines' clacker here. And, well, they'll both have DRS, but look at the drive Tom's got. Look at the drive. Millie goes to cover, takes the inside line. He's just got enough straight line speed to keep that Taco Bell in front of that TGR. But Tommy's not having any of it. Oh, he's got a bit of a loosey-goosey, bit of a tank slapper there.
Get the inside. Oh, twitch in the front.
Into turn 1, and there you go. Millie keeps that spot. This will go on all Grand Prix, folks. These boys are right at the top of their game. As I'm a noob all over the back of Dino. He started to creep right up as I'm a noob, and there he is there, Housey. I tell you what, doing great things. He is here.
T-Mac boxed that lap as well. Sorry, just giving you a bit of an update late down the field. T-Mac boxed then, put the hards on.
Yep.
He's coming out around Johnny M4, 15th, just in front of Johnny M4.
There you go, Bopton
Great
right down the back. Tell you what, that's hurt Bopton big time. Running in the top 5, now down P17. And ouch.
Yep, so Millie Gaines now all over the back of Footy Bender. Still got Tom for company behind him. Just going to be smart and wait here, I'm sure. Millie Gaines got start finish straight coming up. Both about equal battery for the Footy Bender and Millie Gaines, but I'm sure we might see a move from Millie Gaines.
Well, I tell you what, they both know it and they're both trying. And there you go, Millie goes defensive. He's just got the straight line speed. He's got the straight line speed.
Footy Bender comes across and defends the line. Oh! Bit of contact, Footy Bender runs out wide. Millie Gaines and Tom through like a rat up a drain pipe.
Footy Bender, hang on a minute. Please, can you reset your PlayStation? Footy Bender's in P17. He is ahead of Millie Gaines. And yeah, I don't know what you... Reset your PlayStation, mate. You've got heaps of invites. You should be right.
Where's Footy Bender?
P7.
On the feed says it's... Yeah, that's what I was just saying, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. This is flaming.
Yeah, reset your PlayStation, mate.
All good, all good.
Okay. So as Housey does that, I'll keep an eye on the action, and we'll try to get this one right, of course. Yes, here comes Tom. He's still all over Milliganes, not making much end grounds, and I think this is going to go on. This is going to go on for quite some time as we flick up to Imanoob, and there it is there. He's just gone past Dino, up in a P3. I'll tell you what, well done, sir, and throws that KTM up in the top 3, and that's exactly what the team needs, of course. Doing great things is Imanoob. Where is the next closest battle, of course? We'll flick down to Tom, still stuck there, but Milliganes is closing right up on the bender. Housey has left the session, and there he is there, resetting his PlayStation. Of course, the timing tree was all muddled up for that lad, but there we go. Of course, Millie all over Bender, of course. Wants to get this job done, not cost him too much time, of course, and, well, if he can help it, put Bender in between himself and Tom, and hopefully Millie can break away then some, if that's what you'll be hoping for anyway, as Bopton gets the move done on Matty Ross Watson, who is just boxed and put on a brand new set of hard compounders. We'll flick back up to Dino, because there he is there, and well, I'll tell you what, Imanoob has not gone off too far in the distance just yet, but he's starting to reel in Scotty, and Scotty, Mr. Inconspicuous, there he is there, of course, just doing his thing as Scotty does in P2, if you don't mind. Mash Jr. has checked out, and I absolutely reckon that, well, Millie and Tom, well, from them boxing early and taking that hit, I'll tell you what, he's definitely going to make him pay if he continues this trend of form, I think. And, well, good on him, of course, as we'll flick down towards the bottom as Bopton all over Blue Dog. And this is Maserati versus Taco Bell here, folks. And here he comes, of course. Bopton, is he going to take a very risky bop? He has a bit of a look. He tries to put the Blue Dog off, of course, but nowhere to pass it. It's just one of them tracks, folks. It is absolutely one of them tracks, but you just got to be patient. And old Footy Bender whack, speeding in the pit lane. No, 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 no. As, well, there it is there, and, well, it says he's in the pit lane. He certainly is in the pit lane.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're still...
I've just got the black screen of death, but I've got the stream up, so I'm kind of looking at...
Do you need an invite?
feed, so I'm still here. I might need another one in a minute, but don't worry about it for a second. It's all good. So...
It says you're in the lobby. Did you reset your PlayStation, or did you just shut the game down?
No, I just shut the game and restarted it, but I'm going to have to do a whole complete...
You're going to have to do a reset, mate.
Yep. Yeah, all good.
No problem, of course. Yes, T-Mac. Well, T-Mac... Yeah, it's all right, mate. It's all right. You do your thing, and we'll take care of this one, of course, Housey. T-Mac all over Johnny M4. He's reeling him in here, Housey. And old Footy Bender with that 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane as Dulcie's out. Dulcie's out. Dulcie's out. No. No, 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 Dulcie. And that is turn 14. And last corner. There he is there. And
just about a twitch.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Mid-corner.
That is...
So this is going to work well. Scotty and Dino, I believe it was, got pitted there on that last lap.
Well, you'd box now if you haven't, wouldn't you? Absolutely you would if you're on that hard compound, and get rid of them, and well, there you go. Should make it towards the end. Excuse me if you started on the medium. And there you go. Matty Ross Watson up in the 16th doing his thing. Who is that in the pit lane? That is Johnny M4, and not too sure what happened with him. Bender has left the session. What is going on with Bender's internet?
I don't know.
I don't know, but Bender, he's out. It says he's out. Bender's out.
Is he out on track? Yeah, that's on the exit. Turn 1 his car is. It's facing around the wrong way as well.
What has happened here? My soft strat was to go to lap 11 pit early and run my own race the whole way. Yeah, I reckon that would have been okay there, Banana Cake Pie. I reckon, mate. I reckon it absolutely would have. But there you go. Safety car out on track. A bit of a reset. Mash Jr. saved him big time. There he is there in the pit lane. Throws the medium on. Where are the lead? Well, there you go. They've boxed as well. How's he? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, and Tom gets a speeding in the pit lane. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. That's going to cost him. So, well, there you go. A bit of a hard reset, Housey. Fresh sets for absolutely everyone. You'd be crazy not to. And there you go. Duels out. Duels out. There you go. Oh, I'll tell you, the Maserati's not having a time of it. This one, Bopton, the sole Maserati runner. Oh, dearie me. Dulcie just went out. Dulcie's out. Yeah.
Not good then. So we've got 4 cars DNF in this race, Footy Vendor, Duels, Dirty Orange, and BCP. 15 runners left in this session. Only one guy with a penalty at the moment, that is Tom. That is that speeding in the pit lane. Penalty, so that'll be 5 seconds for him. That's going to really hurt him with that mid-range battle. Masher Jr. and Noob, though, I'll tell you what, all to play for now for those guys. For sure.
There you go, Housey.
Thank you. The lead of the race from Masher then. Is anyone going to be able to catch him from this point?
Well, I mean, it's anyone's guess here now, mate. Safety car restart. Excuse me. Bit of a reset for everybody. And while they are on the mediums, those two front runners, they're wanting to go. What is that, Housey? Probably another 2 laps under safety cars. Say what? 16 laps behind. They can do it. They can absolutely do it. Not too quick towards the end of the Grand Prix, but this safety car period might just save them indeed there, mate. But they are looking very good, the top two, absolutely. Scotty behind, as Housey has just joined. Let's hope the time entry's all sorted for you. But there you go, should have all fixed itself up by now there, Housey. Brad Tay, Verk, the 2 V Energy Motorsport cars, 5th and 6th, and Scotty and Dino, 3rd and 4th. The TGR boys, of course. And there is the Millie. There he is there in P7, just biding his time, of course. And Tom with that 5-second penalty, uncharacteristic, speeding into the pit lane. And there you go. Very tricky, this pit lane, of course. That line does come up on you pretty quickly, Housey.
Yep, just another element again to it. Something else to keep an eye on. Obviously, they want to make as much time as they can in that pit lane. You can gain and lose so much there, but got to be completely on it. I've now got visuals back. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord!
Just does your timing tree match the stream?
Yeah, I'm just double checking that now, but yeah, it should do.
Yeah, it should do, mate.
Double checking the timings. It should be fine. Yeah, look, it looks better. It looks right.
There you go. They've all bunched up. Yeah, absolutely, Housey. Excuse me, footy dad, footy bender, old footy bender. There he is there in chat. The internet all blow up. Oh, it looks like he was a bit late paying the bill. Oh, Bender.
So where is Serge's car? Is he going to go again?
Yeah, he's going again. It'll be a mega late call if it was to go in now, and it would not be fair for the lads. But there you go. He was 2 days early, he reckons. Well, there you go, mate. Hit him up for a bit of a refund. And well, there you go. There you go.
Okay, so just have a quick look at this and his position gains. So far, Noob up 8 places in P2, doing a good job. The person in 4th up 8 places, doing a great job. Verk in 9th, up 9 spots. So he's the biggest gainer so far as Verk. Again, as you touched on earlier on in the race, Brad Tay and Verk doing an amazing job for B today. They've definitely taken Fury's orders on board. Yeah, absolutely. Your guy JC still hovering as well, so let's not count him out. He's up. Well, he's down 3 spots at the moment. There's a long way to go, Housey. A long way to go. Of course, just gone over the halfway point of this Grand Prix, and 16 laps around here, 15 when we go green. Of course, anything can happen. Yeah, no sign of this rain though. No. Was talked about. Yeah, no, I think whether we were just getting our leg pulled, I'm not sure. I think Johnny was having a bit of a laugh there. I think Johnny was having a bit of a laugh. Some more clouds in the sky though, compared to when it first started. But it ain't. Just throw the. It ain't raining. It ain't raining. It ain't raining. No chance in hell. Not with a sky like that. I know it's a game, but I don't think it's raining. And as the safety car turns the lights off, we're about to go racing it. Yep. Get this one back underway. Obviously, just Scotty Dino, Brad Tate, all there on the hard. So Milliganes and Tom are going to be wanting to get through those guys as quickly as they can if they want any chance of catching Noob and Mash Jr. The win in this one. Round 6, Vanderbilt. Oh,
Manoob's on the tentative. He's on the tentative.
Yeah,
They're on the tentative. He has to wait. He has to wait. He's gone. Masher's gone. Absolutely gone. Noob was waiting, and so was Scotty. Have a look at this, Housey. Have a look at this. Who's going to take the punt? No one. Absolutely no one. You'd be crazy to keep all those four wheels on the car, front wing and rear wing, all intact, and set them up. Live to fight another day here, mate.
Indeed. Quite calm on the restart actually there. But just getting Brad
Brad Tate B1 with a massive tank slapper coming out of 4. And there he goes there. Well, he's got a bit of a love tap from the Millie. And the Millie getting a bit impatient. He just has to bide his time here, Housey.
Yeah, it's sensible to do so.
Oh.
I'm trying to get places here, as you would. But Tom needs to be careful.
Absolutely.
Wait for the right time.
Absolutely there, Housey. They are all over B1 like a rash. I'll tell you what, he'd be watching his mirrors pretty strongly, of course. He's still keeping up in touch with Verk, of course, and this is important for him, of course. They want to be still hovering around that 1 second there, Housey, holding on to that DRS, of course, mate, because if you lose it around here, it is almost curtains, mate. It is positions tumbling as, Verk, there he's closing right up on Dino.
He's got a great run. Tom's got a great run. Oh, it just equalises out. Thought he was going to have a double pass there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Verk on the inside of Dino. Dino's not giving an inch. Dino holds his own around the outside. All they're going to go with, I tell you what, this is nail-biting stuff. And there you go. Great job by Dino, holding his nerve and keeps the inside line. Oh, dearie me. And there you go, Verk. Oh, what an exit from Verk around the turn 4. And gets that job done. Throws himself up into P4, does the Verky. And great job from him.
Your guy and Brad Tate having a bit of a battle. They were down into turn 1, turn 2. Macedonians got involved, so Macedonians split those two. Just playing with each other a little bit too much there. Open the door for Macedonian.
Well,
under pressure here as well from T-Mac.
He's one that doesn't need a second invite, does Masso, of course. And there you go, T-Mac around the outside of Brad Tate. And not too sure. Brad Tate's got wing damage. Brad Tate's got wing damage. He's got no left-hand side end plate, and that's the reason. Oh, dearie me, that's hurt him big time, Housey.
Yeah, that was obviously, I think that was on his teammate as well, which is even worse. I'm pretty sure it was. Don't hold me to it. But I'm pretty sure it was. Nasher Jr. then sets the fastest lap of the race for 1:13.1.
Before, have a look at this, Housey on board with Tom. I tell you what, Dino in the middle. Dino is in the middle. And Tom around the outside, of course, and they are following each other through. Milligains and Tom are following each other through. This is an epic battle. Of course, they want to catch Mash, who is just checked out. Tell you what, doing great things, but I'm a noob. He's hanging with him, Housey. He's not letting him go.
No, so there we are. Yeah, a little bit pace. Worth watching. So noob, yeah, I thought they'd probably try and check out together. Got that gap to, 3.5 seconds to Scotty at the moment. So
yep.
Scotty doing another solid job. This Scotty, I tell you, very, very consistent with Scotty. I think we mentioned it the other week.
Yep.
Very underrated, very, we don't talk about him loads, but very quiet, just goes about his work.
Absolutely.
Solid work so far. Verk not, I tell you what, look at Verk now.
He is
Looks like he's got some pace over him, yeah. Well, he's obviously got the medium tyre.
Got the medium on, but of course, yeah. I mean, he's going to enjoy a good another 5 or so laps of that beautiful medium tyre, of course, Housey. But he's just got a bit loose there on 13 into 14. Dino's out.
He's taking Macedonia with him.
Oh, dearie me.
Vice
versa. What's happened there? And that'll be a safety car. That will be a safety car.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think, again, don't quote me on it, I'm 99% sure that was Dino spinning out of the last corner, and unfortunately the car just spinning into Masso's path. Masso couldn't do anything about it, no time to react. Not Dino's fault either, just an unfortunate incident.
Yeah.
One of those racing incidents where you just can't control where the car goes. Pretty sure that's what happened. So this might help beat B1 currently in the pits.
Well,
wing change.
Oh, hang on a minute. What's he put the... What? He's got a set of wets on. What?
He has got a set of wets on. What's he doing? Is that rain coming? Or is he just being...
I don't know.
Is that Jeff?
That could be a Jeff moment right there and there, folks. Yeah, there you go. It's sun is shining, weather is sweet here, and the wets are on.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one. He didn't have a penalty, did he?
No, he didn't have a penalty.
Trying to a penalty. Unless he just wants to run the wets for a few laps here under the safety car and then put the softs on. I don't know, maybe that's a thing, but I'm just trying to rack my brains to figure out why he might have done that. So we've got Tom in. Tom's pitted as well. So Tom doing something different. Tom coming in, putting the softs on in his battle with the with Milligan. So trying something different here. Got a bit of action as well. Who else is in? Matty and the Blue Dog also in.
I'll tell you what, they've got to get through traffic though. That's the thing. Would you sacrifice track position, knowing that you've got to go around for another probably another lap or so? Not with 10 laps. He's taken a mega punt. He did get rid of that penalty, of course, which is going to help. But at the same time, I mean, look, he's got, 4 cars between himself and Millie. And, Millie's got to contend with, obviously, Verk, who, no disrespect to Verk, but he should get by Verk pretty quickly, I would dare say. And then it's just a matter of chasing the top 3, excuse me. And, while he's doing that, Tom's got to make his way through Johnny and Fort Bopton, T-Mac. And of course your guy JC, who are no easy feats, and get that job done and try not to lose too much ground. But very interesting to say the least, Housey, the way this one's gone. We all know from league racing around here many times, of course, it is a tough track. Usually do have quite a number of DNFs around here just because it is so tight, twisty and quick. And you just make that slight error and around she goes, and those walls are very close. And as we saw in real life too, Housey, bit of a segue, mate. As we saw in real life when you've seen those practice sessions and the guys getting it all wrong into turn 8, of course, that's just after sector 2 into sector 3. And there was a couple of times where they had to red flag the session because there was just there's no runoff, there's no car recovery points. Like, it's just a very difficult, tight track. And same in real life. So I thought when we seen the last race, I do believe, at the Netherlands, when that happened and in the practice sessions, and I think it was like 2 or 3 red flags that the sessions did cop, of course, in the real life stuff. I thought, gee, this is going to be making it for an interesting race. But they all got through okay. But like I said, the car recovery around this track is extremely poor. The runoffs are almost non-existent. And it makes for a very dangerous journey around here for a good 36 laps here, my friend. And if you survive it, it's usually a very sweaty run.
Indeed. So, just have a quick look at the places gained. Verk up 11 spots. He's the guy with the most so far. T-Mac up 9. Doing a great job still. I think Noob's up 8, yeah. Noob's up 8, so there's your 3 top 3. Biggest loser so far still left in the race is Tom at this point in time, down 8 spots in that P10.
Yep.
Does have those softs on, looking to come through, obviously, as you were just alluding to.
Of course, and
he has got rid of those wets, so thankfully I think that was just an error.
I think
Maybe
so.
Just trying to, either Jeff did it to him or he was just trying to swipe through the tyre compounds quickly whilst coming into the box, and just unfortunately as you cross the pit line it just takes away your control then, and he just happened to be hovering over the wet at that point in time, be my guess maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got away with it because he's going to get to the back of the pack and be on those soft tyres by the time we go green.
Well, another trip around this track behind the safety car here, Housey, of course, and what can you say? It's anyone's game from here on in. I tell you, look, Scotty's going to quite comfortably make it to the end, and he might. I think the hard versus the medium right about now. Only on the restart, Scotty might feel the pinch, but as of pace, I do believe that should cancel out. 10-lap-old hards versus 9-lap-old mediums. Roughly around about the same purchase, I reckon, around here, Housey. And I don't think the Verk behind him or Milligan's will have that much of a pace advantage, being on 9-lap-old mediums, of course. And there's a bit of a comparison. The only ones that really will, of course, are the ones towards the back speak of Tom, even Blue Dog on the fresh set of mediums, he's going to benefit big time compared to the rest of them. Matty Ross and Brad Tay, of course, all on fresh softs, and they are getting ready to pounce here, Housey. Of course, looking to make up as many positions as they can on this restart. Of course, we have lost 6 drivers around this tricky track. Macedonian and Dino coming a cropper. Dino losing it into Macedonian, all racing incident. Well, I do believe it was anyway. And there you go. Those two were out. Bender with his internet, and well, Dulzy unfortunately out into the barrier, of course. And same with Dirty Orange. Banana Cake Pie, lap 1, bit of a nudge, I do believe it was, into the wall, and he was out, unfortunately, as well. So there you go, a very, very, well, what would you call it, Housey? Interesting / eventful race. And, well, there you go. Yep. The safety car is in, Housey. Mashers let him go. Mashers let the safety car go, and they are getting ready for this one.
Yep, indeed, then. Go again. So we've got 9 laps left to go. 9 lap sprint then. That's just holding him.
He's gone, he's absolutely gone, and Imanoob is still there. I tell you what, great restart from those two. But Scotty is under the pump, and look at Millie. Millie already getting by Verk, around the outside, if you don't mind, Housey. And up in a P4, what's going on with Tom? Tom is caught in between traffic. Have a look at this. He's just moved himself up in a P9, and wow, Johnny at 4. Stage exit left, and there you go. Roundins around the outside, down into 12th. Lost a few positions he did there.
Yeah, he did. Unfortunate for him, so Tom's just made a spot. He's up into 8th now. Milligains has got past Burke as well, up into 4th. So Milligains on the charge. He knows he's got to go now. He's going to have a look at Scotty if he can here. Well,
I tell you what, Tom was just having a good look at Bopton there. He was thinking about it, he thought about it, and then that pizza slice closed. He had to back well out of it. Lost a few tenths. He's on the bounce back now. Have a look at this traffic he's got to contend with. He's got Bopton and your guy JC and Verk all in front of him, and there is the Millie. Oh, he's going around the outside of Bopton. Oh, Bopton, is he going to close the door? No, he's not. He's not going to fight it. There you go, and Tom up into P8. Bopton around the outside. He's taking a chance. I'll tell you what, if one gets squiggly, the other one's gone, and there you go. There goes Tom up into P7, and your guy JC, he is next.
The guys have a look at Scotty up into turn 1. Got it, I think. Can Scotty fight back though? Because Scotty's still got the line. He's going to. Great driver from Scotty.
Well, he should have the inside line for turn 4.
Yep,
and
yes.
Absolutely, and he should live to fight this one. Oh, he's got loose. He's got loose.
Billy Gates still there. He can't quite find a way to get in though. Great driving from Scotty. Verk's behind with his mouth open. I'll tell you that. That's where I am. I'm on board with Verk watching this one. Oh, Scotty running a bit wide.
Oh, Millie's going to take
up the inside. He's going to be on the outside though. Again, this is great driving from the 2 lads here.
Absolutely.
Back and forth. Tom's now up into 6th. Tom's right here. I'll tell you what, he's right here.
Well, Millie's got to get this job done. He's got to get the job done, but he doesn't. He tucks in. He has to tuck in, of course. He's going to use the track to his advantage. Who is behind him there, Housey?
It's Verk. Tom and your guy all there right behind him. Tom's going to look to get Verk here, and then he'll be right behind Milligains.
Well, the poor thing,
down into turn 1.
The thing about this is Scotty. Well, there you go. DRS not enabled, just enabled now, but he is going to feel it. He's 2.6 seconds adrift from Imanoob, who the top 2 have just said, "All right, boys, you fight amongst yourselves. We are checking out," and that is exactly what they've done, mate.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times already in this race. Tom then looking around the outside of Verk. We got a yellow. Sector 1, so Tom getting that job done actually. Right behind Milligains now, that soft Tom compound tyre fitted, excuse me. So Tom gonna be, and that's Scotty, obviously Tom's teammate, so maybe there's a bit of chat going on, a bit of team orders. Can you see if you can help me out, buddy? Sector 2. But I tell you what, if that is the case, Scotty's doing a great job of it.
Yeah, of course he is, absolutely, and well, doing a fantastic job. And I'll tell you what, this is it, because Tom is on the soft, Millie is on the medium, and well, I mean, it's not going to be long before that cancels out. But we have got 5 laps remaining, Housey, after this one, and I'll tell you what, I mean, it has gone by pretty bloody quickly, but Milligains is under the pump. Scotty's done a phenomenal job to keep Millie behind on that hard compound, and look at this, both DRS assisted. Scotty will be a sitting duck. Scotty will be a sitting duck. He's gone defensive. He's absolutely gone defensive. There he is there. He's going to, oh, I tell you what, Millie Gaines around the outside, and Scotty should just let Tommy go. And he has. Oh, I'll tell you what a legendary move from that TGR Group 2 driver, Scotty. Oh,
great driving.
Absolutely.
Great driving for 2 or 3 laps there from Scotty. Helping his teammate out, no end. That was interesting. I think Johnny M4, Blue Dog, getting a bit tangled up down there. I think Johnny M4 lost his wing. I think he has. Further down, yep.
Matty Ross Watson in the pit lane as well, putting on another set of softs. So there you go. Seeing positions change here, mate. JC out there on track. Not too sure what happened with him. He's dropped a couple, hasn't he there, Housey? After that restart, just not feeling it around here. And Johnny M4, whoa, there he's there. What's going on here?
Car's still there. It's just dropped out, I think. But he's got no nose.
He's got no nose.
Yeah. I caught the tail end of it, but I think just making contact slightly with Blue Dog, but I'm not sure whether it was because he dropped or what. I'm not sure. We'll worry about it later, because Tom is all over the back of Miller Gaines here. Still trying to get that job done.
There you go. Sent you invites, Johnny. Sent you invites, mate. You should be able to get back in. No problem at all there, bud. No problem at all. As well, there you go. There you go. It's all happening here. How's the connection issues and game issues, and it's what we've come to know and love from this game. As Johnny has joined T-Mac all over Bobton here, Housey. As we did say, T-Mac was one to watch. They are both on 19-lap old hards and doing both great things. Of course, Bobton Group 3, T-Mac Group 3. Your guy JC has left the session. What the hell is going on here?
Burke's in the box for a wing as well as Johnny M4. Tom really shaping up Millie Gaines. Can't get the job done. He's still struggling. 4 laps to go. Can he get this done? Millie Gaines battling for all he worth. Those front two just keeping their head down. Masher Jr. and Noob. Here comes Tom. Oh, he's got the inside line this time.
Millie's not going to give it up without a fight. He's absolutely not. They're side by side, Housey. Side by side into turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 approaching. JC has just joined. And there you go. There you go. I'll tell you what, what's going on with the connections today? There you go. Millie Gaines living to fight another day. 3 laps remaining. And he's putting his car in all the places that Tommy doesn't want it. And that's exactly what you got to do. Making his car extremely wide, Housey.
Yep, doing a great job at the moment, to be honest. Matty's had a bit of a problem out of the last corner, turn 13. Just had a bit of a spin. It's unfortunate for him. Keep going though. We award points if you finish the race, so everyone just encouraged to keep going here. Tom having another look here. Oh, he's on the grass. Impressive defensive work from Miller Gaines, I'll give him that.
Well,
very good.
Yeah, spot on. Absolutely spot on there, Housey. Tom just can't get the job done. He might now, because Millie is out of DRS range, and this is where he's going to do it. If he's going to do it, this is where he's going to do it. But Millie needs to have the battery. Tom's only got 3%. Millie's got 12. And there you go. According to their steering wheels, and Millie's just got enough in the tank to keep that car ahead. Tommy's going to send it on the inside, but he's too far back, Housey. He's just too far back.
He's just being a pest in the mirrors, trying to make him make a mistake. I think that's what Tom's doing there. Again, like you said, probably just needs to sit there and charge his battery up. And
oh, dearie me, but have a look. Have a look here, Housey. B1 currently leaves B2, P8, P9. The V energy.
Just swapped around.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Because Brad Tay was down the back, but obviously those soft tyres for Brad Tay working out. He's managed to catch B2, his old love interest, shall we say.
Well, there you go. Drop that in the chat. Where's your mate Fury? Fury is working away from home this week. He's unfortunately had to miss. And there you go. So not racing tonight is the Fury.
M4 setting the fastest lap of the race.
Taken away by Verk. 1 minute 12.2.
Both on fresh stuff, so.
Yeah.
So.
Make of it as you will there, folks. But I tell you what, they want to beat the lap record. I'm not too sure. Can't remember what it is. Tactical Genius has got it set. I do believe back in the day it was a 1 minute 14. That has just tumbled. And I do believe Verk is the leader of that one. Your guy, JC, might chance his arm at beating that. But we are watching Mash. He's just done a solid job. Since those two leaders, of course, Millie and Tommy Pitt. How's he? It almost handed the race to Mash. And, well, there you go. So, Harass is in the chat. And there he is there. Great to see you, Harass. Of course, always throwing his support behind the boys. And, well, there you go. The flying Kiwi, as I call him, in the chat. But I tell you what, Tommy, Millie, battle resumed. I'm a noob, just fallen outside of that DRS. Glorious 1 second. And that's a massive, massive, massive relief to Mash, because he's just going to ramp off in the distance with this one. Solid drive from him. Just needs to keep the thing pointing in all the same direction here, Housey. As T-Mac and Bopton are still doing battle here, mate. P6, P7, if you don't mind. Maserati Motorsport versus Taco Bell Racing. And, well, there you go. B1 has just pulled away from B2 ever so slightly. B2 just hovering around that DRS zone. But T-Mac and Bopton, this is where it's at.
Yep, 2 battles, I think, left in this one, but against Tom and Bopton. T-Mac here. T-Mac doing a great job. Currently up 9 spots into that P7, so even if you finish here, that's a great result for him. Some more good driving from T-Mac. Really going to be interested to watch this guy over the course of the season.
Absolutely.
I think there's more improvement still to come from the lad. There really is, I believe.
Well, I think so, but this is the last lap, and if he's going to do it, he's got to have to do it this lap here, Housey, because we're with Imanoob, who's just fallen beyond that 2-second mark, and Tommy's still all over Milligains, and this is where he wants to be, of course. He wants to get the job done. He's pushing. They're both pushing, and I'm not too sure how this one's going to end, of course. But who's going to take the final step, Housey? It's anyone's guess. It's out of these two, of course. And, well, the leader, Mash, has checked out. We will flick up to him in just a moment, of course, because he's about to take the checkered flag. He is in the 3rd sector as we speak, Housey. And Brad Tay and Blue Dog, well, they've just caught right back up to each other, of course, as they always do. But we'll flick back up to Mash, because he's around 13, into 14 now. And here he comes, Mashy boy, Mashy baby. I tell you what, P1, great drive, son. He was all pumped up for this one, and it shows. He's taken the lead, taken the win. Great job, Mashy. I'm a noob. P2. Now, who will take the 3rd spot? It is Millie. Millie takes P3. Tommy P4. Great drive there by Scotty. As always, P5. Bopton will hold on to P6. And, of course, T-Mac P7, of course. Brad Tay, Blue Dog, well, if you don't mind, nose to stern. I mean, that's just what they do, isn't it, Housey?
Yeah, Blue Dog coming back on Brad Tay there a little bit on that last lap. Tried with all his might. I know he would have been gritting his teeth there. They just loved the little battle. he would have been wanting the spoils, but unfortunately goes back to B1 again today.
Well, absolutely, and of course we've got the 2 KTMs of Johnny M4 and Matty Ross about to cross the line together. It's a bit of a KTM party for these two, of course, and get those cars across the line, get this track over and done with, and there is Verk, and Verk will finish last, of course, and there you go, T-Mac, P7 in the end. Well, there's Mashy, and Mashy loves it. He's in the chat and he's loving the win. Great drive, mate. Absolutely stunning from you. And phenomenal race, mate. Phenomenal race. As there he is there, of course. And let's see what sort of pose he's got happening. Let's see, the number one. The one finger. Bit of a Seb Vettel thing. And there you go. Hope that champagne tastes very good, Mashy, as we'll get to this. And there you go. Mash from 3rd on the grid takes the win. Of course, I'm a noob from 10th on the grid. P2. Solid drive from him again. And Millie takes out that 3rd place on the grid, of course. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix went to Verk in the end there, Housey, with a 1 minute 12.279. As we'll flick down to the bottom and we'll get this all done, of course. And there you go. 1 lap for Verk. So P13 will score. The rest, unfortunately, won't. Very tricky tracky. Very tricky tracky. Very tricky track here, Housey. And yeah, to be expected, a few DNFs, of course. It is common around here, of course. It is very tough to keep all those 4 wheels. There you go. Absolutely brilliant. Mash done a solid job. And that is it. That is it. We're going to get these drivers in for a bit of an interview here, folks. Excuse me, we'll present the driver of the day as well. But please hang around. We won't be too long. We're just going to go on a brief pause. We'll be with you in just a moment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are certainly back, and we've got our drivers in for interviews, of course, here, Housey. And I'll tell you what, mate, we might start off with our third place man. Now, this guy, the defending champ, I speak of none other than Millie Gaines. Well, they boxed very early. Him and Tommy boxed very, very early, handed the lead to Mash. But I'll tell you what, it was enjoyable watching you come through the grid there, my friend. And must have been awesome to be in the cockpit to do that one. But a very, very sweaty one nevertheless. But P3, almost a damage limitation weekend there for you, Millie.
A bit of a sweaty one, just having to the grid. But what can you do with a bit of fun from Cody's? So can't really blame anyone there. But it was a lot of fun because Tom and I, we just kind of enjoyed ourselves and along for the ride because we knew Mash had some crack pace. So given the Cody's, we were like, all right, we'll just settle for what we can do. And then Scotty, being the team player he is for Toyota, just couldn't let me at him.
That's exactly right, of course. And, well, we're going to put the viewers out of their misery, of course. We awarded the driver of the day to Scotty, but we'll get to him in just a little bit. This is all about your third place here, Millie. Of course, you are chasing down, of course, Tom in the championship. This is going to help you a little bit there, but with Fury missing, clearly puts you in that second spot, right behind the man you want, and obviously ahead if you want to be there, of course. But it's all about to play and unfold before our very eyes. Only round 6 here, Millie, and you are exactly where you want to be. And of course, Taco Bell Racing, P2 in the championship as well, with 208 points, just 30 points behind V Energy. And you had a good showing here today as well, Millie. So looking good for the Taco boys as well, mate.
Yeah, can't ask for anything more than boys just to put points on the board. So that's really great that they're at home. So any points as well, even getting on that podium is good for me. And Fiery or Tom is putting up a good fight. So any races just count now. So it's as much as just turning it up.
Exactly right there, mate. We're coming to the business end, of course, a long, long way to go. 23 Grand Prix this season, only round 6, but this is where you start to really put your head down and make some end grounds or start to break away. Wherever the position you're in, just really maximise that. And of course, Millie, we've seen you do it last season, and we're going to watch you do it again this season. Good luck for the rest of the season, of course, and we'll see you in the commentary box, no doubt, as the weeks progress. But a great drive for your P3, mate. Awesome to watch. Well done.
Thanks, boys. A good race. Good one, Mash. Good one, Scotty.
Okay, so we'll get to our... Well, P2 hasn't joined. I don't think he does driver interviews, but we'll get to our winner here, Housey. Mashy boy. Oh, what a Grand Prix from you, mate. Well, third time out here for us, and takes the chocolates. Talk us through it, mate. I bet you couldn't believe your eyes when those boys in front of you pitted and you thought, you know what? This is my chance. This is my moment to shine. And shine you did, mate. P1, what a drive.
Oh, yes, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Awesome.
What a race. Well, going into the race, I knew I was wrapping around here. So as soon as Millie and Tom pitted, I was like, I'm just going to send it.
Yep.
For 10, 15 laps, got quality laps every lap, build as big a gap as I could. And then hope for a safety car, which Dawes gave me at the perfect time, thankfully. At the perfect time, because I was out of battery. I juiced everything, cars were done.
Yep.
So worked out beautifully. And then on the meds, I pulled a maneuver along with me because two's better than one.
Well, that's exactly right, mate.
So the boys caught up then.
Well, there you go. There's a bit of strat knowing that you had Newbie's number, but just wanting to have that bit of a buffer zone with knowing that the quicker boys are coming up quickly behind, and just playing the game, playing the strat as a reserve. And I'll tell you what, Mashy, that you've got a good turn of pace here, mate. You've got a good turn of pace at most tracks, and awesome to have you on board. That was a cracking drive from your good self, mate. It was awesome to see you put your head down and really put in those big laps when you needed it. And as you did say, mate, that safety car did come out at the right time for you. But hey, you need luck as well in racing, as well as skill, and mate, you had it in spades. So congratulations on a great result here, mate. P1 for you, and that is one you can brag about, mate. Awesome drive.
Cheers, bro. Cheers. Congrats to Millie and Scotty and Tom. Tom was wrapping up. Yeah, Tom. Bit unlucky, but yeah. Cheers, bro. No
worries, mate. No worries. So I tell you what, Housey might just throw you off mute for a second, and well, I mean, it was a very tough decision to give it, but I think what swayed us in the end, what swayed you, Housey, was the stellar job Scotty did keeping Millie behind. What a job. What a phenomenal job. After trying to survive the heat on those hard compounds when the rest were all on those mediums, and he held his own there, Housey. And, well, I mean, I know you've got others to add, of course, but take it away, Housey. I'll leave this one with you, my friend.
Yeah, so as Skate was saying there, bit of a tough call. Obviously, we try and give a little bit of diversity here to the driver of the day. And yeah, taken from my point of view, as you said, for the great defensive work and team play, going to Scotty. So Scotty, congratulations, you are the driver of the day for round 6. You must be pumped at that one. Solid drive. Again, we say in the commentary that you're very silent, just go about your work. Again, always that top 5 sort of area. Another great race for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, a bit surprising drive of the day. And I will say, yeah, part teamwork, but then part could nearly sniff that 3rd place. But just with that middle restart on those cards, I knew it was going to be really tough to hold off. But I thought Dino behind me would be right, but just with the quicker guys on the quicker tyre, you saw Dino sort of fell through the pack, and then he obviously had his incident, which was probably part of the sort of trying to fight in that pack. And once that last safety car came out with Burke behind me, I thought I had to go. I had to try and defend. I saw Fiery box. I figured, all right, he'll box for the softs. So it was definitely defending for 3rd, but yeah, trying to help Fiery maybe cut his way through on the quicker tyre. And I thought once Millie got past Burke, I thought, I might be in a little bit of trouble, but we had a really good fight, kept it clean.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
For the most part, and just tried to hold him off, but yeah, quite keep him behind. And I figured, Fiery's got a chance, so let him through. But I'm happy with P5 today. Today was a struggle. Netherlands is a struggle.
It is a struggle. Well,
so
it is. Yeah.
I'll take a top 5.
Absolutely, there, mate. And well, as you did touch on there, mate, it is an absolute struggle for most drivers, of course, and it is a very, very sweaty one to say the least. But I tell you what, Scotty, you did what what you're supposed to do, of course, as teammates, and help each other, and that's exactly what you done. And mate, that was stunning to see. Millie was trying; he was trying with all his might, but mate, you did a stellar job, and to keep up and to do what you did on that hard compound, a well-deserved driver of the day, mate. Awesome drive yet again. The Energizer man just keeps on rolling on, doesn't he? And well, where are you in the championship? Let me just have a quick squiz at this, folks, as the page ticks over right about now, and you are sitting P4 in the championship. This is going to help you out big time, of course. Only 1 point behind Fury. Fury missing this one, so you're effectively a net P3 at the moment as it stands, Scotty. And that is a monumental effort, taking out Group 2 as well, on top as well, before this one on 80 points. Your next competitor is your guy JC on 68, so doing your thing, Scotty. It is great to see, and another well-deserved driver of the day, mate. Congratulations.
No, cheers, mate. Yeah, just yeah, definitely take 3rd in the championship. But yeah, just Millie and Fiery, just a little bit too quick, and then we know the pace Fury's got, but then we got Mash and Noob and a few of the other quick guys coming in. So
yeah, that's right.
Got to try and grab that sneaky podium when I can.
Exactly right there, mate. Exactly right. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Driver of the day, Scotty, everybody. Well done, mate.
Cheers.
All right, Housey. That is all she wrote here for the Netherlands, of course. And, well. Tough Grand Prix always is around here. And the boys that finished, I tell you what, are breathing a sigh of relief, I dare say, mate. Quality Grand Prix all round there, Housey. And, yeah, one for us to sort of digest and dissect. But anything further to add as we about to finish this one, mate?
Yeah, we've got to just give obviously, driver of the day kind of gone to Scotty, but we must tip the cap. Obviously, Noob did a stellar job there, taking that P2 up 8 spots. T-Mac also, with his battle with Bopton, both those two doing a good job. T-Mac up 9 spots, so great driving from him. And also, the Blue Dog actually losing the battle with his counterpart there, coming home at B2 today, but up 9 spots, so solid drive from Blue Dog. Poor qualification, solid race. So yeah, congratulations today, boys. And Matty, we'll give a shout out to Matty quickly on his debut. Brings the car home, does what we expect of him, up 7 spots as well, so not too bad. Obviously, a lot of DNFs in that race, but at the end of the day, you've got to bring it home, and he did that, so congratulations to him.
That's exactly right there, Housey, and Well, I've just had a bit of a message from the Bopton himself, and he just wants to give a bit of a shout out to Verk and to Banana Cake Pie. Of course, there's a bit of banter going on in the Discord. Of course, there's a bit of a shout out from Bopton to those boys, saying the champ is still here, and I dare say he's passed that on already, and those boys are trying to get stuck into him as we speak. But I digress, Housey. That is the Netherlands done and dusted. Round 6 completed, folks. Guess what? We are at Suzuka, Japan, and I have a bit of a surprise in the commentary box. Yes, Housey, we've got a bit of a rotating roster. Got a few commentators here at Southern Cross, and giving Venti his debut shout out next week. We are going to be at Japan, Suzuka, Japan, and well, Venti will be in the commentary box with my great self, and well, I dare say Housey will be in chat. He'll be there, but we're going to keep and share the load, of course. Housey being in the UK, doing a great job. Do appreciate what he does, of course. It is morning there, Monday morning in the UK. And thank you very much, Housey, yet again, as, yeah, much appreciated. As we wind this one up, and oh, he's just come back.
Sorry, I was going to say no worries, no problem. I'll see everyone in the round after, which I believe is Spa.
Yes, it is. Is it Spa? Yes, it is Spa.
Yep.
So you'll be back at Belgium.
Everyone the best for next week. Yep,
absolutely.
Back at Belgium.
Absolutely. So, well, that is a good place for us to finish. We do hope you've enjoyed that one. We love bringing it to you. What a cracking race. And we do hope you can be around for the next one, of course, round 7 at Suzuka, Japan. Same time, same channel. We'll be here. Thank you very much for watching. We are Southern Cross Racing. Goodbye.